Hi everyone, this is Holly at Hot Humble Pie. Today I'm bringing you part 2 in my Farmhouse Cuties mini-series, where I show you how to DIY super cute 50-cent and under farmhouse decorations. They are perfect for your Dollar Tree 3-tier trays, Christmas tree decorations, floating shelves, and pretty much anywhere you want a farmhouse accent. If you haven't checked out part 1 yet, head on over there after this video, and of course, as always, I hope you enjoy the show. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you click that button. DIY number 1. Today we're crafting with one of my favorite things to craft with, cinnamon sticks. I absolutely love these. They have a natural rustic look to them that is perfect for home decor. They're easy to cut and easy to work with, and you get 2 for the price of 1. You get a beautiful piece of home decor, and you also get a natural air freshener. They've done a lot of studies on cinnamon, you guys, and it has so many health benefits. So it's a good natural thing to be breathing in your home, and perfect for fall coming up. For this craft, you're going to need 3 of the towering blocks from the Dollar Tree and some cinnamon sticks. You can pick those up at Dollar Tree, but I think they tend to be kind of seasonal, but you can get them super cheap at grocery stores as well. And if you live by a Dollar General or a 99-cent store, they're also usually there all year round. So you're going to glue it together as you see me doing here. I've cut 4 short pieces and 2 longer pieces because today, folks, we're making a little mini farmhouse chair. Now, I did use wood glue for my towering blocks because raw wood, the best glue you can use for it is wood glue. If you don't have that, there's some other good glues out there, but I don't recommend the E6000. I haven't had good luck with it. It tends to soak into the wood, but I've seen people use super glue, and I've seen them use Loctite, and somebody in my comments mentioned that the Gorilla Glue is really wonderful for wood too. So I just wanted to pass that on. And you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting everything down to size and then gluing it together using hot glue. And it turns out that hot glue works really well on cinnamon sticks. It's stuck and it's still staying, and it's staying really well, so you can use just hot glue. And here I'm just using watered down burnt umber by Apple Barrel to darken up the seed a little bit and get it to match the cinnamon sticks. So to cover that hot glue so that the craft looks expensive, I'm using my favorite black, and I'm just taking a little tiny petite brush. Everything's petite in this video. And I'm just painting over the hot glue where it meets at the seam to give it a distressed look, but also that's where chairs naturally get dirty as they get, when they're really old, they always get dirty at the seams there, because that's where I guess people can't really wipe the dust off when we clean, so it gathers in there and it stains everything and ends up looking really good, and it works perfect to cover the hot glue. Here's this little guy, and I absolutely love him. He's adorable. My house smells divine. It's so cute, and the black paint worked perfect to cover up the seams where the hot glue met the cinnamon stick. I love this. DIY number 2. So a lot of you will recognize this Dollar Tree sign. It's super cute, but the back is not. So the first thing I have to do is get rid of the sticker, because my tray is on the corner of my kitchen counter. I mentioned that I think before in my other video, part 1, and I, need the 360-degree views, meaning everything has to look good from the front and the back or it will be noticeable. So I have this old coaster here. I have never liked the color yellow. My husband was using it for his coffee and he stained it, and this was the perfect excuse to upgrade this and turn it into a super cute piece of home decor. So I'm using my Holly Humble chalk paint. For those of you that haven't watched that video, it'll be at the end of this video and in my description box. It's just a super cheap way to have the same results as chalk paint. I created the recipe uploaded it on YouTube to help crafters. I'm really happy to see there are some crafters out there using it with great results and they're happy. I've got a lot of positive feedback, so go check out the video if you're struggling buying chalk paint because it can be very expensive. And I'm in the process of making another recipe as well. So here I just paint it. I glue it into the back of the little Dollar Tree sign. I painted that white as well. Quick shout out to Shannon Gallagher for this great tip. Apparently Walmart has some very affordable sisal rope, so go check it out when you get a chance, and thank you, Shannon. Probably didn't need to paint the entire back of it white, but I did. And here I'm just framing and edging it with, it's a border, I guess. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. It's a border of the sisal rope. I love sisal rope. It smells like hay, looks like hay. It's great for farmhouse decor and it's totally natural to work with. And here it is. Look how cute that is, you guys. I absolutely love this. And now I have a sign from either direction when you walk around my 3-tier tray on the corner of my counter. It looks super cute. DIY number 3. So I actually found this big old dowel in my house. I have no idea what it's for, and some cinnamon sticks. Now, I saw those cinnamon sticks, but I wish I had just clipped them with those clippers because I didn't know that you could just do that, so I did it the hard way. But, just showing you there's another way to cut them if you work with the cinnamon sticks. And these are the Dollar Tree little felt hearts that came in a package during Valentine's Day. I'm after that little white heart there, and at first I was just going to stick it on and leave it on, but I couldn't get the glue on, and then I didn't really like that it was 3D. I thought it would look more expensive if I painted on, so I use it like a stencil and I just trace it out with my pencil, and then I'm going to use my chalk pen and color it in. And I am going to leave those little stitches around the edges because I love those stitches. I think they're so farmhouse cute. So you're going to see me do that in a little bit too. But this little dowel was perfect. I do remember it's been in the house long enough where it's not, it doesn't belong to anything important, you guys. So I thought, ooh, I said that. You guys are probably thinking, you'll find out you need it for a piece of furniture, fool. But no, it's been around for long enough that I was going to throw it away. I think I kept it originally thinking I could use it to push my laundry down, and then I ended up getting a front-loading machine, so now it's just, we need to use it. And I've actually got another idea for the rest of it as well in a DIY coming up soon. But here I go, I'm making those little mini polka dots set to look like stitches, and it comes out super, super cute. Look at this. It even has a worn spot there, like it's been used to roll it, because I have my mother's rolling pin. It has that same worn down look. I love it. Totally rustic, totally farmhouse cute. DIY number 4. You're going to need 6 more blocks from the towering wooden blocking from Dollar Tree, and then you're going to glue them together in sets of 2, and I'm painting mine white. Now you don't have to paint yours white, you can paint yours whatever you want, but we're going to be making those little tiny stackable books. I saw some on Pinterest. They are so cute. They said bless this nest, and I think I've seen DIYers on YouTube do some too, but I've never seen it exactly the way I'm doing, and I'm going to be doing something different. And shout out to Tina! She writes in my first video, "I'm not really into tiered trays, but I think these would make really beautiful Christmas tree decorations." I think she said cute though, but absolutely. We love that idea, Tina. Thank you so much. So here I'm printing out Country Life, Ride-'em Cowboy, and Fun Farm Facts because I actually want mine to be separate little titles that add a little humor to add to the whole super cuteness overload thing that we got going on here. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Pinterest, you guys. Look for me over there. I have a great board going on Pinterest for my subscribers. When I inspire you to do a craft, I set up a whole separate board just for you so that I can share your photos there of the crafts that you do. And I chose Pinterest because Pinterest reaches a broader range of the world and more people go there for inspiration. And I just want to give you guys, you know, a shout out everywhere. So I went with Pinterest. You can also share them and tag me on Instagram and I can get them from there if you don't want a Pinterest account. But when you have a Pinterest account, you can actually email me directly and send the photo that way. So it makes it really easy because we're right there where I'm going to upload. I don't mind if you do it through Instagram, but if you want to do it the other way, that's fine too. But I love it when you guys do that. And thank you so much to the people who have already shared. Go check it out, you guys. We have some really talented people out there. So I really love it. And look how cute these came out, you guys. They're so cute. So I'm just going to take some Dollar Tree twine now, tie them up, and tie a pretty little bow on them. DIY number 5. So you're going to need some more Dollar Tree craft sticks, but you can use any craft sticks, obviously from anywhere. Mine are from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to be making a picture frame, like a rectangle shape. So you'll see me cutting and measuring here to make that shape. We're going to be making a little mini blind. I just thought this would be so cute. I actually want really big ones in my home, but they are such a part of farmhouse decor. I think so many DIYers have done it on YouTube and I love them. I think they're so cute. So I end up cutting another craft stick down the lengthways, and I'm using those pieces of wood to put a brace on the back because I want to make this really strong and durable. And I am sanding the edges because they are a little rough. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut my little louver blinds. I use the medium-sized craft stick because that way I can glue them up higher where the hot glue won't show and it will look like real louvers in the front. And I do recommend that you do this just like you see me doing it here without the frame. Don't glue them in the frame and glue them this way so that they look like they're facing forwards and closed. I tried to do it the other way and they would have been facing upside down. It was really difficult. And I'm just taking some more wood glue and some hot glue and I'm going to glue them down on top of the frame and secure them. So the look I'm going for is that really bright farmhouse white on this shutter, and I do paint the back of this shutter as well because we're going to, as I mentioned before, see it at all 360 degrees on the corner of my kitchen counter there, so we have to cover the back. Go ahead and grab some greenery here. And I'm using boxwood from Walmart, but feel free to use whatever you have around the house or whatever goes with your home decor. If you use something similar to the boxwood, you are going to need to cut the leaves down really, really tiny. We're kind of in a Barbie and Ken mode here, but the shutters are tiny, so we want to make this little wreath that we're going to be putting on the shutters really tiny as well. And here I'm showing you how I'm gluing in the middle of those leaves to try and reduce how much glue you see on the outside, because we are making a miniature here, so you know the hot glue tends to be really globby. So just try and glue in the center. Isn't this sweet? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so cute. And until I get the big ones in my home, this is totally bringing me joy. I love how this little miniature looks on my 3-tier tray. DIY number 6. Now this next DIY is definitely a trash to treasure. I'm using those 2 containers that somehow came home from restaurants and to-go boxes when my kids would eat out, and a prescription bottle, but any bottle will do. I think I had something to do with heartburn in this one. And I am using E6000 and hot glue because I do need a really strong hold for this. It's those 2 little plastic mini bowls or whatever they are actually quite heavy, so I need strong adhesive, and I bet you can guess what we're going to make. And if you guessed a milk can, you are right. And here I am showing you another option in case some of you want to take it down a notch and really go small and miniature. This is an antihistamine bottle and the cough medicine plastic cups that come on top of like cough syrups, but I'm showing you you will have to cut 2 of them in half and then glue them together, and it would have to be cut really nice and neat and straight, or you know, you'd be able to tell. But if you want to go really small, fill that container up with some rocks and you can make it really super tiny for these 3-tier trays. So here's the Dollar Tree cookie tray or baking pan out of foil that they have, great for farmhouse decor. And I'm just cutting it and folding it. I am doubling it up to make it extra thick and bulky because these are going to be the handles for my milk can. I do continue to need strong adhesive, so I do a mix of E6000 and hot glue to get these on the bottle. And then I go around the bottom rim and just secure it with more hot glue, take it outside, and I'm spraying it with that wonderful color aluminum from Krylon. And of course, I'm going to start the process now of making this metal look old and oxidized. I'm not really going for a galvanized look. I'm just going again for something that looks like it's been around for a long time outside on a farm and it's gotten oxidized from the weather. The 3 colors that I'm using is the pewter gray from Apple Barrel Paint, black, and an iridescent silver, and I'm just taking a combination of a paintbrush that is older and kind of spread out. Those work really good for making things look oxidized and or galvanized. And a Kleenex, I'm blotting it here, or a paper towel, and a sponge. And I'm just working on it until I kind of get the look that I want. I'm starting off with the pewter gray first, then I do some black, then I go back over the pewter gray, and I'm just layering it now with the iridescent silver all over, just covering the whole thing until I get a look that I'm happy with. If you want a really detailed tutorial on how to do aged metal, I go really into that in my video called Farmhouse Seriously Free DIYs. It's the first one in the series. Look for the little thumbnail that has a water can on it. That's the one where I go into it. But I'm doing something similar here. I'm just doing, on a smaller scale. lastly, I am going to use a little bit of burnt umber to put some faux rust around this, just to make it look, you know, older and more distressed. And I also have these little mini pearls. There they are, the adhesive pearl wrap from the Dollar Tree. They also sell pearl buttons. Whenever you guys see this at the Dollar Tree, please make sure you pick them up if you love doing faux metal like this, like milk cans or any other kind of farmhouse stuff, because they're so easy to apply and they add so much realism to faux metal. They imitate the little bolts. I think that's what they use to solder the metal together, and they work great. I end up wanting words on this little milk can, and I choose Local Fresh. Now, I did make and design this myself, and there's a free printable down in my description box. I forgot to mention I also have a free printable for the little mini books as well, so if you guys want to just download exactly what I did, you can. I try to do that whenever I can or whenever I design it, so that you guys can duplicate it if you want to. And if you don't know where that description box is, I give a detailed explanation and instructions on the first part of this series. So check out the first video and you'll find out how to find your description box. And thank you to those that thanked me for doing that as well. Just a reminder, the final fully decorated 3-tier tray will be revealed in part 3 coming up next week, and that will conclude our series on miniatures. And here it is, you guys. I love this. I always love the metal stuff. It looks so real, and this DIY was totally free. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And until the next video, breathe deep, fret not, and do things that make you happy.